win tonight against the best in the West, the Bay Area Panthers. And you'll see it tonight on the Indoor Football League Network. And we welcome you to downtown Tucson and to Tucson Arena, affectionately known as the Boneyard, for tonight's game between the Sugar Skulls and the Bay Area Panthers. With Nick Davila, the three-time Arena Football League MVP, I'm Pat Paris. And yeah, it's the final home game of the season and still a lot to play for, Nick, but they've got to take care of business tonight.
Yeah, they must win tonight. Another good team they're going to play in the Boneyard, so exciting to be here.
What is it with this team, though? The Sugar Skulls seem to play the best teams the best.
Yeah, they have some really good signature wins early on in the year against the Rattlers and other teams. And they took this team to the wire last time when they played up in the Bay Area. So I'm excited to see what type of matchups both of these coaches are going to have.
So the Sugar Skulls need to win tonight and next week against Vegas, and they need a little help. We'll be watching that game, Northern Arizona at Vegas. They need Northern Arizona to knock off Vegas to give them a shot at making the postseason.
Yeah, and it wouldn't surprise me the way the Northern Arizona Wranglers have been playing. I know, although their record doesn't show, they're also a very good team in the West Conference.
Absolutely right. And then, Nick, we've got a Sugar Skulls team here that's pretty banged up on both sides of the football. That's what happens this time of the year sometimes, and it was a very physical game last week, a narrow loss at Northern Arizona.
Well, you know, talking to Coach Beck, it's next man up, and that's the type of philosophy you have. You got to step up and make some plays.
And we'll get a chance to see that tonight. They've got some of the mainstays, though, going, and you talk about Jorge Reyna, who has really solidified that position when he came on. This will be his 11th game of the season. The Sugar Skulls at 6-8, they need him to continue to play well in order for them to get a chance to win tonight.
Yes, and you can tell he's their leader. Guys rally around him. He's making plays along with Drew Dixon. Last week he had 3 touchdowns. So I'm really interested to see how they attack this Bay Area off defense. They like to slow you down and try to make you drive the field and hopefully make a mistake. So we have, as an offense, we got to make sure we take care of the ball and be patient. Take what they give you, and then when you get inside the red zone, you feed the running backs.
Yeah, and the Bay Area Panthers have the #1 ranked defense with just 35 points per game given up. What are some of the other keys for the game tonight?
Absolutely. On the defensive side, they got to have an answer for quarterback run inside the red zone. Jones has been doing an outstanding job all year, so I'm excited to see that matchup. Again, taking care of the football. I think if they can take care of the football, we'll be close at the end and they'll be able to win. And the last one is they got to be able to find their running backs in the passing game. Those guys are both dynamic when they get the ball in their hands.
You certainly are. You're talking about 2 of the best in the IFL in Devontae Sapp-Lynch and Jam Williams as well. We're going to get you down to the field now for the national anthem.
You are able, and kindly remove your helmets as your Tucson Sugar Skulls welcome Mariana Lima, who will be performing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched, we saw gallantly streaming, and a rocket's red glare heavens bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star sprang out, banner wave, oh, the land of the free and our home of the brave.
Nicely done on the national anthem tonight here in downtown Tucson. The Sugar Skulls facing the top-ranked team in the West, the Bay Area Panthers. I caught up with head coach Billy Back moments ago down on the field.
Hey, Billy, this is one of those games where you know what you have to do. You need to win to make the playoffs. You need a couple other things to happen, but you got to control what you can control. Right?
Yeah, only game that matters is this game tonight. Got to get this win at home. Last game at the Boneyard, so put on a performance.
You guys are banged up a little bit. I know it's the next man up mentality. You've got the guys you've got, and you're going to play with it.
Yeah, a little bit's an understatement, but it's like a remote control car. One battery dies, you put a new battery in, the thing should run just the same. So we'll see how we do.
Well, you got to beat the best to be the best, right? And that's Bay Area is certainly right now the best.
Yeah, we got this slingshot and this stone ready to take on Goliath, so we'll see what we got. I like our game plan, like we got. I think we got a hungry bunch of kids, so we're going to get after it tonight.
Drew Dixon really stepped up last week. Kind of a coming out party for him as far as maybe getting on the national stage for the IFL. What do you look for him tonight?
Well, the Outlaw's got to play. I mean, he's got to come out there and be the dual threat that he is. He got to go up and make plays tonight for us. Going to rely on him a lot tonight, and hopefully get his name known throughout the league even better.
Go get him tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, 8 TDs now on the season for Drew Dixon. You see Bones, the Sugar Skulls mascot, and driving around in a Chevy pickup, O'Reilly Chevrolet, one of our proud presenting sponsors of Sugar Skulls football. And we talked a little bit, you and I, as we were down on the field watching warm-ups about Drew Dixon. And, this guy has gone from, a nice thing to have a Tucson area kid on the team to really he's taken over now as the number one receiver because no Trip Harrington tonight.
Yeah, and he shows that he's capable of doing that. Last week, 3 touchdowns, and I always love throwing to those guys that were long. They had the big catch radius, physical, and he's also the backup quarterback too, so he has a lot of things that he brings to this team.
Very athletic, 6'4", 205, went to the University of Arizona, of course, and a Sabino High School graduate as well. And, you can just feel tonight that this Sugar Skulls team knows exactly what they have to do. They're loose but focused at the same time.
Yeah, you could tell when they came out when we were on the sideline watching them. They were ready. They were pumped. Coaches got them fired up. And this is what you want as a competitor, right? All on the line right here. Win or go home for the playoffs and have a chance next week against Vegas.
Let's head down to Tom Drazagowski, the referee for tonight's game. They're going to do the coin toss to see who will receive and who will defer.
Captain, welcome to Week 18 of the 2025 Indoor Football League season. My name's Tom Drazagowski. I'm the referee for tonight's game. This is Dustin Smith. He's the umpire. Bay Area, you are the visitors and we'll call the toss. The coin we're using is the Indoor Football League coin. The logo is heads and the teams are tails. Steve Schiller with the Pima Payne Center is going to be doing the coin toss in a second. Bay Area, what is your call? Tails is the call. Steve, whenever you're ready. Tails is the call. It is a head. Tucson, you've won the toss and have elected to defer. You're going to receive. Which way would you like to kick? Kick that way. Tucson has won the toss and has deferred their selection until the second half. Bay Area will receive at this end of the field.
Already won something.
There you go.
Win the coin toss.
Exactly what you want. Defense is out there. They're going to make a stop, and then offense is going to get rolling.
And we want to acknowledge our game day presenting sponsor, which is Pima Payne Center. And you saw the coin toss presented by Pima Payne Center as well, as we get set for a Sugar Skulls game that has a lot riding on it. Looking at Braden Oakley, the athlete wide receiver as well, dressing for tonight's game, which he hasn't always done. That's good to see that. And we mentioned, lots of guys go down with injury, but they, they use the waiver wire. They grab some guys, other guys that maybe didn't get a chance to play earlier in the season will dress out tonight and get in the game.
And this is an opportunity for guys like Oakley, who's been on the team all year. Now he's got a time to go out and show what he's got, along with other players out there. So excited to see his opportunity and this team's opportunity to go out and try to defeat one of the better teams in this league.
You and I have been talking a lot about guys that have solidified their positions, like a Jorge Reyna, a Q Baker, the NAU product, who's the starting center, and he's really done a great job there. But Kevin Macias all year long, since the time he got picked up in the offseason, has really solidified the kicking spot, and that is a tricky thing in this arena.
Yeah, absolutely. And in this game, you can get a lot of points. It's not just like in the outdoor game where you just get field goals, but in this game you can get a lot of points where you get the rouge and you can hit the other one next for 1 point.
Yep, got the rouge point here on kickoffs. You've also got the possibility of a deuce, kicking it through the opponent's goalpost on the kickoff. And it's Macias lining up to kick off, and it's Tomas, the running back, taking it deep for Bay Area. He's out to the 10, weaving his way to the 20, and look out, he is on his way into the end zone, and Bay Area strikes first with a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Yeah, that guy's been electric all year with the football in his hand, whether he's running the ball, catching it out of the backfield, or just like he did, kickoff return.
Tomas has been dynamic, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's just very explosive guy. Talking to my good friend Rod Windsor earlier in the season, just this guy can play in any era.
On for the PAT is Axel Perez. And it's good. So you've got a 7-0 lead before the Sugar Skulls even get a chance to possess the football.
And as we take a look right here, he just did a great job of just hitting one lane and then getting vertical, and the rest is history. Man, he's explosive.
He really is. So we've only played 55 seconds of this game, and it's already 7-0 Bay Area. Yeah, just might have been a little hold there, but you know that tough to see, tough to call.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's a long game, you know, and you got to go out there and we got to return the favor. How do you stop momentum? With momentum, right?
And we should point out that while the Sugar Skulls have a lot to play for, needing to win these last two, get a little help from Naz tonight against Vegas, Bay Area needs one win to clinch home field throughout. So that's what they're aiming for right now, the #1 seed.
Yeah, that's important to have. You want to win your home games during the regular season so you have a chance to host during the playoffs. It's a whole different animal when you get to host in the playoffs instead of going on the road.
It certainly is. So Bay Area off to a hot start thanks to their dynamic running back Joshua Tomas, who's not only a great running back, he's a great receiver, and as you've seen, he's a terrific return man. His second touchdown off a kickoff this year, and the hot smash, and it is returned all the way out to the 21-yard line for the Sugar Skulls, and it's Buckner returning it for the Sugar Skulls, he's done it quite a bit this year as well.
Yeah, he's been their most consistent guy in kickoff return, the wing position for the offense, just steady making plays.
So Jorge Reyna has Buckner at wide receiver. He's got Dixon at wide receiver, but he is missing, obviously, his top receiver and one of the top receivers in the IFL, and Trip Harrington, who's going to miss the last two games of the season due to injury. And so we'll see how things shake out. Things are going to change a little bit for the Sugar Skulls. You've got Jam Williams getting the fake handoff, and Dixon drops the ball. He was going to get hammered right there as well.
Yeah, right away, well play design. Play action away and then throwing backside. You had your one-on-one matchup, just got to bring that in.
So you get an incomplete on first down as Reyna fires quickly to the left side, just kind of through the wickets.
Yeah.
We mentioned Braden Oakley getting a chance. Well, he started tonight. You see him up top of the screen. He'll be in motion along with Buckner. He's going to go deep, but he overthrows Williams. Williams had gotten past the defender and they saw something there, just couldn't quite get it to him.
Yeah, I like the read. They went to man coverage. He had the post with Buckner, or he had his one-on-one matchup with one of the best playmakers on their team with Williams. He's just got to put a little air underneath and let him run and go get it.
And on the coverage, we should mention that Frankie West is a pretty good defensive back as well.
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier, one of the best defense in this whole team. And
without question.
Their defensive back has been steady making plays all year.
Big third down already for Jorge Reyna and the Sugar Skulls. Reyna empty set. He's going to fire it over the middle, and it's caught by Oakley, and he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. First down and more.
Yeah, good job of Oakley just finding the zone. They went to a zone right there, found the little hook route, and got vertical, got the first down. Also, very good ball security, right? He put 2 hands on the ball, got vertical. Get what you can and get down.
And just inside the 10-yard line, so first and goal from right at the 10-yard line. Oh, and it fake handoff on the inside. Then he ends up handing off to Williams, and he's going to get a couple.
Yeah, good, well-designed play, good misdirection. Had the running back coming right after the fly sweep, right up downhill.
And you like this red zone running the football, don't you?
Yes, I do, especially when you have either him or Sap Lynch in that backfield, as well as Reyna. Reyna's been proven and shown that he can make plays with his feet inside the red zone.
Reyna's got the play to his teammates. They break the huddle. Coming up on the 11-minute mark. Sugar Skulls first time possessing the ball tonight, trailing 7-0. Handoff to Williams, and he's got some room, and he's in for the touchdown, Sugar Skulls. And they have the answer.
Yeah, that was a great design play. The hook motion, making it seem like he's going to the field and then cutting it back on the backside end.
Sugar Skulls convert on that key third down, and then a couple of plays later, it's Jam Williams taking it in. There's Macias for the extra point try. Reyna on the hold, and it's up, and it's good. Tying it at 7, and we've got a brand new ball game thanks to this touchdown run by Williams. 10:18 to go. We'll take a timeout, brought to you by the Tucson International Airport. Stay with us on Sugar Skulls Football.
What I love about the Tucson airport is that it genuinely takes pride in being local. From the vendors that are inside the airport, you have your parking perfectly located right around the airport. So many sculptures and pictures all around the airport centered on our amazing, talented artists. We've visited my family in Colorado, and it all has started at the Tucson airport simply because of the convenience. It's perfect here because you're already home. I'm Crystal Soto. Tucson is my home, and Tucson Airport is my airport.
I'm Dr. Pamela Lund, Director of Sports and Orthopedic Imaging at Simon Med Imaging. I've been reading sports MRI studies for patients and athletes at all levels for over 20 years. When you're injured, an accurate diagnosis can mean the difference between chronic pain or pain-free enjoyment of your life and sports activities. At Simon Med, we treat you just like all of our elite athletes, with state-of-the-art equipment, precise interpretation, and compassion.
You came looking for a light beer. And you found gold. Modelo Oro. The light beer with a smooth, elevated taste and a clean, crisp finish. Perfect for those who never settle for less than they deserve. Modelo Oro, the gold standard of light beer.
Welcome back to the Boneyard. The Sugar Skulls have knotted it up at 7. Our presenting game day sponsor for Sugar Skulls football, Pima Pain Center. Thanks to them for being a sponsor all season long here on Tucson Sugar Skulls football. Great crowd tonight. Get out of that heat, come into the air conditioning, and you'll see something heating up on the field, and that's some great football. And we've got that for you tonight.
Yeah, they sure are heating up offensively. They did a good job. Well-designed first drive, I felt like, right? Good play.
Thanks.